What if art connected every corner of the world, right here in Atlanta? From galleries across the South to artists representing countries you may have never visited, the Atlanta Art Fair 2025 is pulling together a tapestry of voices, styles, and visions. Hey there, so I just pulled up to the Atlanta Art Fair over here at Pullman Yards, and I'm super excited. I've never been to the Atlanta Art Fair. I think it actually just started last year. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you'll know I have really had a career in textile design. I've been a textile designer for I think about 13 years now. And a lot of my videos here on YouTube have been about textile design or surface pattern design. But what you might not know is that I'm formally trained as an oil painter. So in college, I got my BFA in studio art and actually did a lot of painting. So I'm really excited to be here and kind of get back into the fine art side of things. And I've been painting more, doing more oil painting, which I'm excited to show more of here on YouTube. But yeah, I just wanted to check out the scene today and kind of see what it's all about. All right, let's go check it out. Over 4 days at Pullman Yards, more than 70 galleries converge for immersive installations, conversations, and discoveries. It's more than an exhibition. It's a crossroads of culture and creativity. And for art collectors, it's an opportunity. In the heart of Atlanta's Pullman Yards, old industrial bones meet new creative voices. September 25th through 28th, 2025, the Atlanta Art Fair returns, a gathering of over 70 galleries from the South across the U.S. and abroad, with installations, performances, and fresh perspectives.
Could have been easier to please. Cold December, reminiscent all the good things. Was it better than I ever thought it was? No, I want more out of love. I let you believe I casually lie, though I've never lied to you. I'd never do. Believe I'm the only one who's carrying the deepest scars. This is getting old, getting so old, getting so old. never said I am flawless.
This edition features more than 70 galleries, local and global. You'll see Allen Avery Art Company, Johnson Lowe, Marcia Woods, Spalding Nix Fine Art, White Space, and many more from Atlanta itself. Also galleries from Uganda with Borderlands, international exhibitors from Colombia, Finland, South Korea, and more. When galleries from around the world set up side by side with local ones, you get contrast. You get conversation. Light, color, and ideas all bouncing off of one another. It's like being lost in an art wonderland. Atlanta Journal-Constitution mentions that some of the standout pieces this year include bold installations and site-specific activations, from multi-screen pieces, photo installations, experimental archives, to memory, identity, and environment. Each invites a deeper look, not just at what you're seeing, but where it comes from. I'm personally drawn to works that don't just decorate a space, but also shape it and have a deeper meaning. They ask questions about belonging, about the past and the future, and about how we exist in time and place. As someone who cares about collecting art, not just owning it, it matters to understand provenance, the context, the artist's voice. That's how value grows over time: aesthetic, cultural, and historical. And yes, financial, but more than that, it's the richness of meaning. If you are collecting art for the first time, here are some key points to keep in mind. Know the artist's trajectory. Are they emerging, established? What past shows or residencies have they had? It's easy to use an AI chatbot like Claude and just see what is the artist's trajectory, what shows have they been in. It will be able to quickly tell you just kind of a resume. Understand medium and material. Some media age differently, and care and restoration can matter. Make sure that you are investing in a piece that has longevity if that's important to you. Provenance and authenticity. You may want to check to see what kind of certificates or gallery history or exhibition record. All these things can matter. Limited editions versus unique works. A one-of-a-kind tends to hold uniqueness and therefore more value, but editions have their own value dynamics. So that's just something to keep in mind. Regional and global mix. Buying both from local and regional and even international artists can diversify risk and spread cultural value. It's kind of like not putting your eggs all in one basket. Of course, this is all subjective, and you should buy pieces that really speak to you and that have meaning for you, not just, thinking about it as a financial investment. When walking an art fair like this, it's great to do it with both eyes open, not just to what I love, but to what history might remember. What feels urgent, fresh, purposeful? Also, what kind of feels dated? Like, have I seen it before? Is it not that inspiring? That's just another thing to pay attention to. So I am out here at Pullman Yards at the Atlanta Art Fair. I'm having lunch, and sorry if my voice sounds a little coldish. We all had COVID last week, but I am not contagious anymore. Tested negative a few days ago, yay. But yeah, I'm out here having lunch. I just had amazing tacos from Visita Co. Truck. Anyway, they have amazing food trucks out here at Pullman Yards, so definitely check that out if you come out here. But I'm just having a terrific day, and I just sat down next to this guy and he started chatting me up about art, and he's really good friends with this guy, Alan. He's a gallery owner, and I actually just bought my first real art piece from Alan Avery Art Company. That's the gallery over on Miami Circle. I bought a Wole Langanju piece on paper, and I have yet to see it yet. They're literally framing it right now. Shipped it over he's a Nigerian artist, so they just shipped it over, and I'm so excited. But the guy who sat me down is like apparently really good friends with Alan, the gallery owner, and talked about like just what a great guy he is, and he's super trustworthy and loyal and all these things. And he just bought his I think 3 Liechtenstein pieces, which is amazing. So anyway, we just had such a great conversation, and it's so fun to be here and just meet random people who also love art. And I don't know, it's just been such a great day. And my husband is meeting me here soon with his friend, and I just can't wait to show them around and have a great rest of the day. In walking a show like this, it's also cool to look out for the hidden gems and emerging voices, so some of the beginners who are up and coming. Atlanta Journal-Constitution mentions that beyond the marquee names and big galleries are the quieter booths, and sometimes they hold surprises. Emerging artists are often the ones doing bold, experimental work. Galleries representing voices that we just haven't heard of enough. Discovering these early can be exciting for the collector, for the artist, for the scene. In other words, you want to be the first one in the door. If you could go back and be one of the first buyers of an Andy Warhol or a Picasso artwork, think about how incredible that would be. So when it comes to emerging artists, these pieces may cost less now in dollars, but far more in meaning. And sometimes one of these is what shapes your collection's story. Also, if you are a first-time art collector, kind of like I am, you might not have an enormous budget, and you might want to kind of dip your toe and buy something a little bit on the more affordable side, and finding an amazing beginner artist is a great way to do that. The Atlanta Art Fair 2025 is building on its debut, pushing boundaries and expanding the map of what art fairs can be, bringing together local roots and global reach, reflection, and risk. It's a moment of transition and of possibility. If you just came here to look, you'll leave with so much more. You'll leave inspired. You'll leave with a piece of dialogue. Maybe a work that changes your perspective or your collection. Art isn't just what you buy, it's how you invest in what you believe. Thanks for joining me. See you next year or sooner, wherever stories and art intersect. P.S. It was impossible to include the name of every single artist that's featured in this video. However, I did my best to try to include the gallery when I could as I was going through the Atlanta Art Fair. So you can also go to Atlanta Art Fair, look at the website, and click on the 2025 galleries, and you should be able to find the gallery that you're looking for and just explore all of these amazing galleries and the artwork that was shown. You can really find any artwork that was at the 2025 Atlanta Art Fair here. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.